Hello and welcome to Metasploit Framework. The Metasploit Framework is a Ruby-based modular penetration testing platform that enables you to write, test, and execute multiple exploit codes. This framework contains a suite of tools that you can use to test security vulnerabilities, enumerate networks, execute attacks, and evade detection. At its core, the Metasploit framework contains large number of tools that can provide a complete environment for penetration testing and exploit development. Now, we will start by simply enabling and loading by typing MSF console. Now here we could see that this is the latest version of the Metasploit. Here you can see the number of exploits available. Now, this is a module in Metasploit that takes advantage of a vulnerability in the target system to execute arbitrary code or even gain unauthorized access to the system. These exploits are written to target specific vulnerabilities in different types of operating system, including application and services. Metasploit contains a vast collection of pre-built exploits that can be used to target, wide range of applications. Now, the second one is auxiliary. Uh, these modules are used for tasks that are not directed or not directly related to exploitation. You could use it for scanning, fingerprinting, and information gathering. Okay, the post exploitation modules are used to gather information, maintain access, and even escalate privileges on the compromised system after the exploit has been successful. The payloads is a code executed on the target system after successful exploitation. These payloads can be used to perform various actions on the target system, such as opening a reverse shell, executing a command, or even creating a user account. Encoders are used to modify the payload code. What for? Just to evade detection by antivirus or IDS. Also, it has many codes that you could use it to hide the payload code, making it even more difficult for detection. NOPS means short for no operation. Simply, you want to use it to add padding to the payload code. Evasions, so far, 9. These techniques are used to avoid detection by security mechanism such as antivirus, intrusion detection system, or even firewalls. Now, the first thing here, we're gonna start by, the help. If you click on the help here you will see different options for you. Uh, you know, you could go over it and read everything you need to know. For example, here you could see the developer commands, the credential, database backend commands, resource script, and so on. Even also the module commands. Some of the stuff here, for example, we will use it in this demo. Now, if you type banner, it will display the previous screen we just did. There's also another option, it's called back. The back command, if you finish like working with any module, let's say for example, I said use, use mean you want to use this exploit, use Windows, okay, shell, bind, underscore TCP, okay, I'm done with it. So I just say type back, I'm back here. Now there's also another useful command. It's called search. The search is very powerful command in Metasploit that you could use it to find what you want to locate. Like search, okay. Like if you want specific exploit related to Microsoft, related to FTP, or any service, you could use it. You could say, for example, like if you want to learn more about the options in search, you type help search. Oh, oh, help search. And here you can see the different options we have for search. Dash H for help, ignore, dash R, and other keywords. You could use it also as well. So let's let's try some of the commands here associated with search. Let's search payloads. Okay. Now here you can see the list of search result of the payload. You can see the different payloads. Here you see the, for example, the exploit for Linux, Windows. If you go up, see good number of them. Okay. Let's say if you want to search for encoders, search for encoders, encoder. Okay. And here you will see list of encoders. Okay. Let's say if you want to search for specific operating system, like, for example, like Microsoft, you type search name, and then you type here Microsoft, okay, and what type of search you want. So you have to type, let's say, for example, exploit, and here we'll list for you every type of exploit related to Windows in a database. Okay. Now, let's say if you want to search for a specific platform, okay, only for Windows platform, Windows. So this is only for applicable to Windows here. Now, there's also another command. It's called the info command. The info command provides information regarding, a module or a platform. For example, let's say you want to use, we say use Windows, the same one here. We used it before, shell, bind, underscore TCP. Then if I type info, so the info will give me good, quite a bit of information, like, the author, availability references, okay, what other options I need to do to create the payload. Let's say, for example, see that this is the name of it, and this is the module, the payload, applicable to which CPU architecture. Does it need an admin? No. What's the size of it? Okay. And here you could see it, who's the author and the email. And here you could see that what basic option you should include in a payload for it to run successfully. Okay. Uh, like here, say this is the name, the current settings. Okay. And are they required? Yes. Like you need to have the local port uh, set up. And and this is basically the description of each one of these options. Now, you could type also info dash D, okay? And here it gives you even additional information, okay? Now, there is another command, is the session command. The session command lets you list and the open sessions that are available. You could you could also interact with the sessions and even kill sessions. Uh, so simply session. Right now we don't have any session open. So I mean here, for example, like session. Oh, sorry. Sessions dash H. Okay. Here's the options you could do with the sessions. Okay. If you want to do a quiet, you want to search, if you want, if you want to script, if you want to kill, okay. If you want to see what sessions are available right now, well, okay. Well, we're getting no active sessions here. Okay. Now, let's go back to this exploit. The reason why we want to see some options. Okay. Let's say, for example, we want use or we want to configure this payload. So how we do that? We use the set command because the set command allows you to configure framework options and parameters for the current module. So I will say set R host. I'm gonna put any IP 168.0.1. Okay. So go back, see. Now, how do you know that it it got configured correctly when you see this output here? Now, uh, also you could do info, and you could see now the IP has been added here. Now, if you do not want, or if you want to do the opposite of the set command, simply you type onset RHOST, okay, and info to double check. Now it's gone. You can see that the IP is gone right now. Okay. Now there is also another command. It's the show command. The show command, when you run the show command at the prompt, it will display every module within Metasploit. You can also use several show commands options, uh, but usually the one that is most frequently used is show exploits, show payloads, encoders, and so on. So let's say show payloads. Okay. Oops. Show payloads. He's showing the payload. If I want to go back out of this, and if I run show payloads, to show me large number of payloads here. Now, if uh, instead of this, I could do, for example, show exploits. This will list all the exploits that is available in the system here. Okay. Now, show options. Okay. Now here we show you what options you could use with it. Show targets. Well, we have not selected any module. Let's use this. Oops. Okay. And then show targets. Okay. Again, we have not selected the exploit. Uh, the show targets will work when when you are basically exploiting the system. So, however, if you are not certain whether a operating system is vulnerable to a particular exploit, you can run show targets command from within the context of the exploit module to see uh, which targets is supported. Uh, now, also the other option here, use command, and you notice that if I go back here, okay, the use basically, if you decided to use a particular module, simply you just type use and the full path of this module, and then right now you could see this is in red. That means that you have selected it successfully. And again, if you type show exploits inside, and we show you the exploits here. Now, back. Now, let's make a small demo. We will use the backdoor by VSFTPD backdoor. This is like this is a this is FTP on port 21. It's very popular FTP server. Uh, let's say search. Okay. Let's see VSFTPD. Now, if you notice here, this exploit, this is the full path of the exploit. And here you can see this is a backdoor. When it was disclosed, or released, this is the date. Ranking is excellent. This means it's easily exploitable. And here is a simple description of it. By the way, this version, the one that you see at 234, this version contains a backdoor that was slipped into the source code by unknown intruder. So we will use it right now. We say use. Now we have to type the full path. Exploit Unix FTP VS FTPT underscore 234 underscore backdoor. So there's no payload has been selected to it, so which is fine. So it will use the default one. Now, the second option we say show options. So what options I have? Now here we see that we need to set the remote host, okay, and the port. Now the remote host, this will be the Metasploitable config. Now we need to know the IP address of it. Okay. Okay. So here we need to set RHOST remote host, and we need to type 192.168.49.3. Okay. Now The configuration has been done successfully. Again, info. You see? Yes, it has been configured successfully. And here, as you can see, the description of the exploit. This module exploits a malicious backdoor that was added to this FTP download archive. Okay. The backdoor was introduced into this particular file, which is this is a zip file between June 30th, 2011 and July 1st, 2011. Okay. So we have completed the configuration. So we type exploit, okay, and run. Let's just wait for it. Okay. The exploit completed, but no session was created. So let's try again. Okay. So the shell worked. Okay. Now we could see that the shell is already opened. Okay, let's double check. Who am I? Who am I? Root. Host name. Let's double check if we are in or not. Oh, that's metasploitable. So which means that we are inside this machine over here. Okay. Now, let's see what other option we could do. Let's go to grep root uh etc slash shadow. We want to see the password for the root. Oops, mistyped it. Grep root slash etc slash NTOW. Okay, here you can see that the password. Now, if you want, there's also another options you could do once you're inside the system to, to add a user. Simply you could type, let's see, user add dash m dash d. That's where you create the home directory for the user. Call it hacker, the user. And here you could add the description. Okay, anything you could add here. Now here you specify which shell you want. Okay, then forward slash bash bash, and then we use the same name here to specify that this shell use it for this user. Well, we didn't get an error, so let's double check again. Grep slash hacker, okay, slash etc shadow, okay. See, it has been created right now. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and thank you so much for listening.